Well, Paul Mcdonald is a media strategist by day for our captioning company and a mystery writer by night, so he's pretty busy. So let's learn about his first book. Paul, thanks so much for being with us. How are you doing today?
Doing fine.
Why did you choose to write a book, and what was the process like to get it published?
The reason I decided to write a book was I was inspired when I was in high school through a teacher in an English class. And that got me started. It got me excited about writing. And since then, I've wanted to write. I wrote this book, actually. I started this series when I was in high school. So that was a little while ago. And I went through the regular channels of trying to get it published, got a ton of rejection letters. And then I just kind of put it on a shelf for years and years and years. And recently I brought it back out through one of my coworkers' encouragement and decided to self-publish. So this is self-published, so it's a little bit different, whole different process, but the results come out beautiful. I'm very pleased with the product. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, I guess.
Tell us a little bit about the book and the twins in the series.
Okay, the Flaherty twins. They're Irish Catholic kids. The reason that I wrote them that way is because every kid wants to see somebody like them. And I figured that was like me. So I wanted to explore that. I like the idea that it's a boy and a girl because mystery stories often, like the Hardy Boys, that type of thing, is just for one genre, one sex. And I wanted to make this a little bit broader. So there's a boy and a girl. They're twins. They have I would call a psychic connection. I've been fascinated by that for years. And so I explored that a little bit. But they're typical brother and sister. They don't get along all the time. They fight a lot. There's actually one character that says at one point, he says, "I don't know how you accomplished anything with you always arguing with each other." So
it's like Kevin and me.
But they do accomplish it.
Paul, was it a difficult process? You said that you got turned down a few times and so on and so forth, but you never gave up, which I think is an excellent quality to have. Why didn't you give up?
I shelved it for a while. I prayed about it a lot, and it was shelved for many, many years. And it was always kind of in the back of my mind that I wanted to do it. I want to tell the stories. I just like to tell stories. And these are fun stories. They're mysteries. They got the cliffhanger chapter endings and that kind of thing that keep you reading. I just enjoy doing it, and I think it's a fun process to make the stories. It's not so fun to promote them afterwards, but it's just something I enjoy doing, and I just want to share those stories with other people.
And maybe if you could take a little peek into the future and maybe what it holds for the twins as they move forward from the haunted castle.
Actually, I've written, since I decided to get back into writing a couple years ago, I've written 6 other books. So they've done a few other things since then already. It's just the publishing process. It takes about a year to publish each book. So it'll be a while before the series is completed. But there are many other stories coming up in the future. I even introduce a priest character at some point into the books so that we have a little bit of seeing a priest as a person, which I think is kind of cool.
You ever think of introducing a character who might be on a talk show, with another guy who argues with him a lot? That might be a good character to bring in.
No, sure, absolutely. I could put that in one of the stories.
Did you say 6 books? Did you say you have 6 books?
So far written, and I'm working on number 7. Yeah.
Wow.
Number 2 is at the publisher right now, so we are starting the process to get that one published. So that should be out next year sometime.
And what does the future hold for you with the books and so on and so forth? What's your future, do you think?
I just want to continue to write them as long as I can. I think there will eventually be an end to the series. And then I do some other writing as well. I'm trying to do some short stories and things like that, which I have on my website, pauldmcdonald.com. But yeah, I just enjoy the writing, and I want to continue doing that. I'm going to be retiring soon. So about a year from now, maybe.
Well, that's no good
So-
for us because you always you do our closed captioning stuff. What am I going to do?
Well, our whole company is behind me, so there will be somebody else that will take that over and continue to give you the service that you get. So
Where can people get a copy of your book, Paul?
it's available on Amazon, the hard copy and electronic copy. It's also available at Barnes & Noble, same thing. And then Apple Books has the electronic copy only. So there are three places you can get it.
Well, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, kind of in person. We'll say this is in person. And best of luck with the books, Paul. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you.